Hi, good morning, everyone. Sorry for the late.
Good morning.
There is some.
Good morning.
So you will connect to your developer console. Connect to your trial account. So yesterday we were discussing about profiles, right? Roles and profiles. Roles and profiles. Correct, no? Roles and profiles we were discussing last class.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we have some questions on profiles. So we'll complete first that one. After that, I will take how to create users in Salesforce. Because after learning how to create roles and profiles, immediate step you have to learn how to create a role users in Salesforce. So before that, just write down some questions on profiles. The first question is, to how many users we can assign, the same profile. You create any software engineer profiles, senior software engineer profile, to how many users we can create, to how many users we can assign. What is the answer? Any guess? One profile, how many users I can assign? Any guess on it?
More than one.
More than one? Yeah. To any number of users we can assign, right? To any number of users. To any number of users. You can assign any number of users, one profile in Salesforce. Next question. If two users have same will they get same permissions? Will they get same permissions? What is the answer? Two users having the same
No.
profiles.
May or may not be.
No.
May not.
No.
So I can say yes.
Maybe
Yes,
or
we
may
can.
not be.
The same profile may or may not, we cannot tell, I think. May or may not, we cannot tell. The same profile means you can get same permissions. Okay. Next question. Can we delete? Can we delete a standard profile? What is the answer?
No.
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 We cannot delete, right? We cannot delete, but we can customize. Write down that one. We cannot delete. We can customize it. We can customize it. Can we delete custom profile? Can we delete a custom profile?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes. We can delete. Which users can see? Which users can see the profile? Which users can see the profile? Sorry, not profile. You can give setup menu. Setup menu. Anyway, admin, if you give setup button access, everyone can able to see the profiles, roles, all these things. If setup menu is not there, what user can see? For all the users, setup menu is not required, correct? Admin only is having the access. By mistake, if you give setup menu, the setup button access to the users, what will happen? They will do some R&D on your production box. They will do some R&D on production box. Next day we will come out. Will come out of the office. Got my point? User, you cannot control. Once you give any access, you cannot control. Don't see, don't look into this, don't click on this setup button. We cannot tell to the user. You will do whatever you want. So he will simply click on this users. So whether it is deleting or not, whether it is deactivate or not, everything he will check. For whom? That time problem. As a admin, that is your responsibility. You should not show setup menu to all the users in the company. Whoever required, you just show. For remaining manager is not required. For manager, setup button is not required. HR manager, setup button is not required. Vice president, setup button is not required. For whom is required? The setup button. Admin for developers. Admin and developers is required. Correct. They are doing the customization of your project. Complete this project. For example, mutual fund. Mutual fund you are giving to users to utilize these tabs, objects. They can save the data. They can utilize the things. They cannot customize, right? How to create a field, they don't know. How to create an object, they don't know. So don't show to everyone this setup button. We have to disable. Where we can disable this one? In the profile section. The profiles, there is an option called. So there is an option. So view setup and configuration. View setup and configuration. So users, I don't know, answer. Users whose profile has view setup and configuration. Setup and configuration. This is the permission. view setup and configuration, option, enabled, enabled, enabled. Enabled. They can able to see the setup button. Right, next question. Who can manage the profiles? Who can manage the profiles? Who can manage the profiles? The user having the permissions, the below permissions, they can manage the things. So write down that users whose profile has the following, whose profile has the following permissions. Number one, manage profiles and permission set. This is one permission name in the profiles you have to enable. And one more, customize the applications. Customize the application. Customize the applications. Create. Edit. The profiles. Delete the profiles. This is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Go to next slide. This is clear?
Yes.
But everyone done writing it. Right. Next main heading, users. Users in Salesforce. Users in Salesforce. You are logged into the Salesforce application. Who is logging into the Salesforce application? He is having some license. When you are logging into the Salesforce application now, as an admin, in the trial account, even you are having some license, Salesforce license. So every user who is logging into the system, they are having one license. If you want to log into the application, compulsory you need one license. That's why your company will buy the licenses with additions. Your company will buy. What kind of addition they are buying, based on that, that many users can log into the application. They will get some licenses with that additions. Based on that, user will log into the application. License is very, very important. The paid version, right? Per user, per month, per user, some dollars company will pay for utilizing the Salesforce applications. See, once you create any user in the system, don't write anything, please understand the things. If you create any user in the application, Salesforce application or Salesforce org, you cannot delete it. There is no delete option. Once you create user, there is no delete option. Remember this point. Only two things I can do. Whether I can freeze the user, or deactivate the user. I can freeze the user or deactivate the user. Freeze or deactivate. Only two options are there. There is no delete concept for the users. Everyone remember this point. Deactivate or freeze. I will tell you what is the difference between deactivate and freeze. User, if you want to add in the system, 3 points you need to remember. Mainly 3 points. Other things will be there, first name, last name, everything. But 3 things you have to remember. One is license, as I told. One is license. One role we will assign for that user. And one profile. And one profile you have to assign. This 3 point compulsory. So any user you are adding to the system, any new user you are adding. Somebody joined in US team, US sales team, somebody joined. As an admin, you have to add. Or adding user permissions, we will give it to HR manager. HR manager only can add the users, no other persons. Only HR can add the new employees, new joiners. Or as an admin, they will give it to you. You have to add. Everyone clear? These 3 points you have to remember. Every user is having one license. So user want to log into the application, compulsory one license is required. Once you create any user, you cannot delete. Only you can freeze or deactivate. So what is the freeze and deactivate here? For example, employee is resigning. Employee is resigning completely, permanently from the organization. That time deactivate, we have to do deactivate. If he is going on leave sometime, we will do on freeze. So 2 months he is going on leave, long vacation. That time just freeze the user. Don't delete, don't deactivate. So what is the difference between main difference here? Freeze, if you do, whatever license you given the user, it will be remain same with the same user. You cannot utilize that license to other users. If you deactivate the user, the license will it will come back to the organization. You can utilize that license to other users. License you can utilize, you can use to other users, but here you cannot use. So you cannot use this license. You cannot use this license. Everyone clear?
Yes.
Difference between freeze and deactivate. People will ask in interviews. Right. Just write down some points. After that, how to create a steps I will give. How to create users in Salesforce. First point. There are the licensed end users. There are the licensed end users. Licensed end users. Licensed end users who can log into application. Licensed end users who can log into applications. Even system administrator also one license. Why one license is required? One profile is required. Right? One role is required. Second point. Once user is created, once user is created, once user is created, we cannot delete him. We cannot delete him. Once user is created, we cannot delete him. We can only deactivate or freeze. We can only deactivate him or freeze. Deactivate him or freeze. Deactivate him or freeze. Next point. If we want to create a new user, if we want to create a new user, if we want to create a new user, we have to assign that user one by one. You can write one role, one profile, one license, or one license, one role, one profile. One by one you can write down in a notebook. We have to assign to that user, number one role, number two, one profile, one license. Create a new user. Create a new user. Classic version. Administer. Setup administer. Manage users. Users. View user. Setup, administer, manage users. There is a button called new user button. You have to click. Same way, lightning also. Lightning version. Setup. Administration. Setup. Administration. User. Gain users. New user. After click on new user, both the places, steps are same. Step 1, what you have to do, enter all required fields. Enter all required fields. Second step, select the role. Select the role. Select the license. Select the license. Select the profile. Select the profile. Save. Write down again one more time. Once user is created, we cannot delete. This many times, if we tell also, in interviews, people will tell, yes, we can delete it. Can we delete the users? Yes, we can delete. Like that, people are telling in interviews. So we cannot delete the user, just freeze or deactivate. Freeze or deactivate. The user want self deactivate. If you want to self deactivate, that is also, that option also Salesforce application is giving. Self deactivate also they can do. They can do self deactivate. Right now, if user want, he can wait. Deactivate. Navigation, I will tell you. Don't practice this one. Setup, administer, manage users, user management, settings, user management settings, self deactivate. Deactivate.
Hello.
Deactivate. Anyone asking some questions?
Yes, yes.
Devin?
If the account is deactivated, can you reactivate it?
Yeah, that is there. Active, inactive checkbox is there in the user section.
Okay.
We can activate.
Okay, thanks.
Right. I will give one use case. Create one user, at least now. Later you can try other users. So let me give one use case for this. Immediately you can do now in the class itself. one user you can already admin user is there. We are using already admin user. Yesterday we created some profiles, right? Profiles and roles. Manager profile is there in that. Manager profile is there. Manager profile you created or not?
Yes, yes.
Created,
Created.
right?
Here,
Right. So now we will assign manager profile. One user we will create it. Okay, another user. For reference purpose, you can this user details, username, password, everything you can save somewhere in the notepad. Later point of time, it will be useful for us. So serial number. Just take this first. After that, we will create it. How to create, I will tell you. First name or last name, it can give. Username, license, one profile we have to assign for this user, and one role we will assign. So first user, Wilson, username, Wilson, @self. I'm giving like this. Can anyone tell me what is the reason? Username why I'm giving like this? Whatever name
Salesforce.
you can take, not a problem. But here self.com why I'm giving @self.com.
Salesforce user.
Yeah, there is a standard format, right? To create a users. So company name .com we will use. Company name is self you given. Everyone given self only, right? That's why I'm giving self. Yeah. The org name. License, Salesforce. License. We have two Salesforce licenses. One already used for the admin and manager profile. I think everyone created manager profile in the system. So you can assign manager profile for this Wilson, and the role you can give manager. The second user, just write down second user also. Later you can try this one. Second username, internet 1234. Sorry, self.com.
Sir, screen has been stopped, sir.
Self.com. Screen is stuck.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now find them. Now it is
Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
Clerk profile. I think role also clerk only created. So two users list I given. You can add one more user also because
Sir, again it has been stopped.
5 users we can add it. Tell me.
Screen is getting stuck, sir.
1 minute. By the time you just go to that navigation. Everyone clear? You're able to see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So writing part completed, just tell me. We will create Wilson user in the system now.
Finished.
Yes, sir.
The clerk spelling you just modify. Clerk CLERK, right? CLERK. Just change that one. Right. So then go to application now. Go to application. What is the navigation I told? Can
Setup.
anyone tell me?
Setup.
Setup.
Manage user.
Manage users.
User. New user.
Users. Everyone do with me.
Yes, sir.
Up to here. Up to here, any questions? Just tell me. Right. Next, click on new user button. New user button. Here some mandatory fields are there. Last name, alias name, email address, username, nickname. Right. These are the mandatory fields. And here role. As I told, role is which role you are selecting?
Manager.
Yeah, manager role select. I didn't create in this system, that's why it is not displaying. You can select the manager role and license Salesforce license you have to select. Profile, manager profile is manager profile. Last name you give, maybe I given first name Wilson, you give last name Wilson, first name something you anything you can give, initial, some initial. Alias name also same thing you give. Wilson. It is taking automatic. Mail ID, working email ID you have to give. Email, working mail ID you have to give. For admin, what you given, same thing you can utilize. Because you will get one password link, that one you have to change. Username you can change. Username you can change it. Wilson.com. Nickname, by default it is created, let it be, don't change anything. This nickname. Role you give manager role, license Salesforce. Profile is manager profile. So no other mandatory fields, by default it is taking
Sir,
from
in
the.
profile manager is not showing, sir.
Maybe you are not created.
I have created, sir. In role it's showing manager, sir. User license Salesforce. In profile it's showing contract manager, custom marketing profile,
Under default,
What, sir?
under default one. Contract manager you take timing.
Okay.
Later we can change.
Sure.
See, I created, it is displaying now. HR manager and manager profile, it is displaying for me. Everyone created, just click on save button. Click on save button after entering all these details.
Error.
What is the error?
Username already exists. Wilson and Salesforce.
Already exists, so you can create no as of now.
Okay.
Just go back and check once. Users list it is there. Already created, maybe two or by mistake 2 times. If we click no, first time it will save. Second time it will show user already exists. Save button 1 time we have to click. Just go to this users list and check once. Maybe already it is there.
No.
I also got the same error. Username already exists.
Is it possible? Here,
I also got the same, but after that Wilson, I have added a S character.
Can we change the name like something?
Yeah,
initial?
I have changed the name.
Okay.
we can change the name.
Okay. Okay. We'll do.
Use some numbers 1, 2, 3 like that. But we didn't see in this list it is not there, right? How it will show already user is present. First time we are adding that.
Showing to all now, sir.
Everyone able to do? Anyone facing problem?
No, sir. Fine. Fine, sir.
User is created. Then after saving, what you have to do, just side by side, the tab, in the tab, open your Gmail. There is a link in that from the Salesforce. Whatever you given to Gmail account, right? That Gmail account, you will get one link, confirmation link. You need to click on that link and change the password. Change the password. Save these details in the notepad for future reference. Everyone getting what I'm telling? In the second tab, you open your Gmail account. Just change the password of that user, manager user. After that, it will log into your application. Once you change the password, immediately it will log into the password. Log into the application. It will show that lightning application page. Can anyone share? I will direct you. What is going on? Can anyone share the screen?
I'm logging into the Gmail.
Yeah. Okay, I'm able to see. Go to application. The user is created, right? You're able to log
Yes.
in. Okay, manage your profile. Right. Save these details in a notepad. Username, password. For the future reference. Right. What about others? Able to do?
Yes, yes, finished.
Okay. Everyone able to do? Then I will share my screen. We'll go to next concept. See, this user, these three users, one user we created already. These two users you can trial it and save the details. Save these details, the notepad. Why I'm telling later point of time, some of the topics we will utilize these logins. Okay.
So one doubt here.
Yeah, tell me.
After clicking the confirmation link that getting in a mail. Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Are
tell
you
me.
there?
Click on confirmation link.
Yeah.
It will ask to change the password.
No, directly go to my account.
Going directly.
Yes, sir.
I think it is redirecting to your admin. Log out admin and check once. You have to change the password, right?
We can do it in different browser.
Yeah. Because already you are logged in. The same session it is redirected.
Okay, okay.
Mail ID also same. That's why maybe it is going to application. Different browser you can try.
Here, after clicking the
So
confirmation,
we should log
then
out the
new
application.
window is open. That is username and password. Asking me.
Yes, yes. Enter the new username and password. Manage your username and password. That's why first admin login, you just once you create the user,
Yeah.
just log out the application. Later you can verify this account.
Okay, but where I get password, sir?
Password link you have to while clicking the verification link, right, it will ask the change the password. You remembered first time when we create the admin login, this one, that time also same thing, right? We did. You clicked on the verification link. After that, you changed the password. Trial account while creating trial account.
Okay.
Same way you have to do. Other users also.
Hmm. Sorry, sir.
Completed. Yeah.
Sorry, sir. I can't get a password. Where I get it?
You cannot get the password. Link.
Yeah.
Can you share me? What is the problem?
Sorry, sir. I can't share.
You cannot share.
Yeah.
Isaac, you can open in phone as well. Check the email and verify it.
Just
You'll
go
be able
to
to reset the password.
Gmail account. There will be a mail, right? Click on that link. Definitely, it will ask the change the password.
But here is a directly go to the login.
So first login you have to log out. Admin login is there, right? Just log out that one.
Okay.
That username password you know, right? Already. Admin username password. Just log out and try this one link.
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, I verified the account and it is redirected to Wilson M account. And after that, what should I do?
Yeah, that is fine. But password, where you change it?
When I click the verify account, then a screen came to change the password.
That's why you do one thing. You just log out the admin login from the application. Then click on the button. This one, the link, verification link.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Everyone getting same problem? Directly it is logging in or it is asking to change the password. Anyone
Change
change the
password.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Change the Sir,
Okay.
now I am unable to log into the admin account.
Username
Previous
password.
account.
You know username password, right?
Yes.
Admin
Yes.
username.
No.
Yes or no?
Yes, I know the account, but I
Yeah,
cannot.
maybe you are entering wrong username password.
I have to log out this one.
Yeah, you just now logged out.
Already we have created new username, Wilson.
Yeah, log out that one and again you can re-log in. Otherwise, use two different browsers. That time, one browser will show only admin access and another one manager access.
Yes, sir. I could log in as Wilson.
Okay. Log out and log in as admin.
Now it's okay, sir.
Okay. Everyone clear? Then we'll go to next concept.
Okay, sir.
Yes, yes.
Right. See, as an admin, you should know how many ways we can restrict the user to log into the application. There are some security constraints. So because of that, you should know how many ways we can restrict the user to log into the Salesforce application. There are 5 ways we can restrict the user. First one is freeze. Freeze the user. Freeze the user. Deactivate. Deactivate the user. Number 3. Someone please mute. You are not talking. Based on login hours. Based on login hours. Number 4. IP range. IP ranges restrict. IP ranges restriction. Maximum number of invalid attempts. Maximum number of invalid attempts. Maximum number of invalid attempts. It is in the profile level. See what? All these things. How many ways you can restrict the user to log into the application? As an admin, you should know where and all I can restrict the user if required for more security. First one is freeze. Freeze the user. If you freeze the user, he cannot log into the system until unfreeze. Until unfreeze, he is not able to log in. Somebody is going on 1 month leave, vacation. What we will do, we will freeze that user. Up to 1 month, he is not able to log in. Again, once he come back, he will inform to HR manager. HR will inform to you. After that, we will unfreeze it. Or directly HR roles, if they are doing that activities, they will do. Second thing is deactivate. Once you deactivate the user, in that case also, user cannot able to log into the application. Deactivate is kind of a resign cases. Absconded. Without informing, employee will abscond, right? Without informing, they will not come to the company or anywhere. They will not inform anything. These cases also will happen. The companies generally deactivate. That time, what we will do? Deactivate. Force resign. Based on login hours. Based on login hours. Monday to Friday. Which day? Monday, Monday to Friday, for example, from 9:30 to 5 o'clock only, I will restrict the user. I will define in the application what it will do. Only that particular times he can be able to log into the application based on login hours. Fourth one is IP ranges restriction. IP ranges restriction. In the profile level, it will be there. Even login hours also profile only. From profile only, we will control. IP range restriction also same thing. For every computer is having one IP address. Every computer is having one IP address. How we will find the IP address of your computer? How we will find? Right now you are using some computer, right? Laptop or desktop, whatever it is. Every system is having one IP address. How do you find IP address? System IP address? Can anyone tell me?
Sir, in
The
command prompt,
IP
IP
config.
Yeah. Good. Command prompt, we have to type IP config. IP config. Command prompt, you have to type IP config. There will be a 4 digits number like this, some format. I'm just giving one example. Like this, one IP address we will get. This IP address we will give in the application profile level. So this ranges to this range. For example, this 10.10. To 10. See this 110 to 210 series. All these computers, all these systems, they're not able to log into the system because you are restricting directly these systems. Getting my point? IP ranges, IP addresses we will give. Another way of restricting the user to log into the application, maximum number of invalid attempts. Usually 3 times we will give. If you enter wrong username and password, after entering 3 times, it will lock. If you want to unlock, you have to wait 15 minutes generally in the companies. 15 minutes we have to wait. Or inform to your admin, if you want, inform to admin team, they will unlock. They will unlock immediately. You are getting my point. This is the way also we can restrict the user log into the application. Everyone clear? The 5 items, one by one we will see. Basic idea you got? Basic idea you got it?
Yes, yes.
First side heading freeze. Write down first 5. How many ways we can restrict the user to login? How many ways we can restrict the user to login? One by one, write down. Number 1, freeze. Number 1, freeze. Number 2, deactivate. Number 3, based on login hours. Number 4, IP range restrict. IP ranges restrict. Number 5, maximum number of invalid attempts. First side heading. This thing we will see. Yes. Freeze the user. Right on. When we freeze the user, user will not able to log into his account. log into his account. License given to the user. License given to the user. License given to the user will remain with the user only. Got it right? What is this point? Got this point? Navigation. Setup. Build. Minister. Manage users. Manage users. Open any of the user and freeze or unfreeze. These are unfreeze. So this is the navigation. Writing part completed, just confirming.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
So
Sir, after reset
just I will show
password, I
you.
got,
Yeah, tell me.
after reset the password.
Okay. Manager profile, you got it. Manager login.
Yeah, after reset the thing and get it and I enter it. Right, sir.
Okay. Now you are able to log in both the system admin and manager, correct?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And save these details. Okay, username and password. In Notepad, you can save it. Other users, while creating that information also, you people save somewhere. That will be useful in other topics. Right. Now let me show this freeze the user concept. Here, setup, administer, manage users. Any user, if you open, so you open another user, edit. The edit mode, it is not coming. Here we have a active and inactive is there. So we are in the system administrator login, right? Maybe because of that it is not showing. Let me open another user. So charter expert user. See, we have a freeze option. We can freeze this user. Time being, I freezed already. So this login, with this login, user is not able to log in now. If you want to activate, what we have to do? Unfreeze. We have an unfreeze button. Click and unfreeze it. You got it? Freeze and unfreeze. Once you freeze, it will go in the freeze status. Once you unfreeze, what will happen? User can able to log in again. System administrator login, why it is not showing? because you are in system admin, self you cannot do. System admin freeze and activate things, it's not displaying. Even if you can edit, there is a deactivate, activate and deactivate button here. The checkbox, it will ask, the deactivating users removes from the all delegated groups and sharing privileges. The following page prompts to you remove this user from the any of the teams. You can still transfer this user's records to an active user to view the user's name under manage users. Whatever he is currently created the records, you can transfer to other users. Okay. If I save it, this user will deactivate. Let it be activate only, timing. Everyone clear? Freeze and deactivate concept. Everyone clear? You can log in and check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You can log in and check once. I will give deactivate notes also. By the time you just check the freeze and deactivate both one shot. Take another user. Don't take the system administrator user. Take charter user, something is there, no? There you can check. Save the deactivate part. Let it be that users. So application part completed, everyone?
Yes.
Completed, Amma? Deactivate, shall I give the notes? Right. First point, when we deactivate the user. When we deactivate the user will not be able to log into his account. license given to the user will be released back to your organization. Released back to your organization. Setup, administer, manage users, files, open any of the profile, choose any of the profile. Manage users, okay, not the profiles, right? It is in the users only. Users, open any of the user. Check or uncheck, correct? So what we did, right? Check or uncheck the check or uncheck the check or uncheck the check or uncheck the active button, active checkbox. Check or uncheck the active checkbox in edit mode. Otherwise, it will not. You have to click on edit button. After that, you have to do this. This is done.
Yes.
Right now, we'll see third one based on login hours. We'll see how we will restrict the user based on the login hours. Number 3. Based on login hours. Based on login hours. So how we will restrict the user based on the login hours. See, we have to define login hours in the profile level. So in the day, which time he is able to log in, right? Everything we can day wise we can set the hours. 24 format or AM, PM, everything we can set it there. So let me open one profile. Go to profiles, setup, manage users, profiles. Open any of the profile, available profiles. So login IP, see here, there are different sections. Shortcut. If you click on this one, it will go to that particular section because so many sections are there, right, in the profiles. Here only we have a login hours. Login hours restriction. Next point is IP ranges, right? This is also here only. Login hours. Click on edit button. Login hours. You can select the days. For example, Sunday. Sunday don't give anything. Monday morning 9 AM to end time evening 6 PM. In between only user can able to log in. Apart from this, if any other timings after 6:30, after 6 o'clock, he is not able to log into the system. Getting my point? The all times are in GMT 7 Pacific daylight time, America, Los Angeles. Why this is displaying here? Anyone can tell me? Why this is displaying here? GMT Pacific daylight time, America, Los Angeles. You can tell. That's why I'm asking. You think it. There is a link. Completed concepts.
So we'll be working in US time.
So this one automatically it is displaying right here. So I am not working in US time. This is just a trial account number. This is just a trial account.
The Salesforce
This information coming from where?
headquarters is Salesforce is based on American company. That's
Salesforce is based on American company. That's why it is displaying. No. This is the time zone, right? Where you can change the time zone.
Is it because of the server?
No. Try anyone. Anyone can reach the answer list.
It's the universal timing or
No. See, very starting days I told on concept, company profile. Company profile. Company information. What is the time zone here? You set it already. What time zone given in your company profile? In company information, what is the time zone you selected? The GMT 7 Pacific daylight time, America, Los Angeles. This is one-time activity. Company profile is one-time activity. It will impact to the all the users who is logging into the system, this organization. For everyone, it will impact. This is one-time activity. When you take any mobile, first time what we will do? We will do some setup, right? We will select location, country is India, time zone is Mumbai, Kolkata, something 5:30, right? All it will select. It will impact for all the things. Once you select first time, it will impact for all the applications all the time, right? Same thing here also. Time zone. Default time zone you given as this one. That's why it is displaying like this. If you change the default time zone, there it will show. See how many time zones are there. If you give India time zone, 5:30, Kolkata is there, right? So that one, if you give, it will display there. Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now go to manage users, profiles. Let me open again. Any profile open. Login hours. Edit. This is what I told. Company information. It is coming from the company profile. Company information. Whatever you are selecting there. Even same time zone it will follow. Whatever you are giving here 9 to. So you can define all the days and restrict the users. Login hours. Everyone clear? This is clear?
yes, yes.
Right. Then IP ranges also I will show you one shot. After that we will write the notes. Login IP ranges. Here we have a section called IP ranges in the profiles. Now we are in profile. Click on new IP ranges. Here you can define the IP ranges. 1010, 110.273 to 280. These 7 systems I can restrict. If you save this one, these people are not able to log in. By using this laptop or desktop, whatever it is, they are not able to log in. So starting and ending, you can give. Right? There is a restriction based on the IP ranges. Based on the IP ranges. This is clear. As an admin, these things you should know. Right, right on. Based on login hours. Some points. Based on login hours restriction. First point. This will specify during during which hours in the calendar user login can log into his account. Calendar user can log into his account. We can control it file level. This one we can control at the profile level. Navigation. Setup. Users. Else. To the profile. Login hours. Edit. So after edit, you can choose the day-wise. Level IP range. File level IP ranges restriction. File level IP ranges restriction. Range of IP address. Specify range of IP address which user can log into his account. User can log into his account. Can be defined at level. This can be defined at profile level. This can be defined at profile level. Navigation right down. Everyone knows, right? Same thing. Setup, administer, manage users, profiles. Choose the profile. Choose the profile. IP ranges. IP ranges. Specify the range of IP. Range of IP address. One more way, fifth one, we can restrict the user maximum invalid attempts. Maximum invalid attempts. Maximum invalid attempts. It is also present in the profile section only, in the password policies section. It is present in the password policy section. Password policies. Password policy section. Let's write down about this. If we want to set maximum invalid attempts. We want to set maximum invalid attempts. Specific group of users. We use file level restriction. File level restriction. Profile level restriction. Navigation setup. Administer. Manage users. Files. Profile. File. Any profile you can open. Any profile. Edit. Edit. There is a password policy section. Password policy section. Go to password policy section. Choose maximum. Choose maximum invalid attempts. Choose maximum invalid attempts. Choose the lockout time. Choose the lockout period. Unlock the user. We can unlock or reset the password. Two ways we can remove the password thing. If it is locked, for example, someone is reaching you. So there are two ways we can remove, reset the password or unlock that particular user. Maximum invalid attempts. Everyone clear? Is clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
So if you go to profiles, there is a section called password policies. Let me go back down. See, password policies, we have a section. So expires in 90 days. Usually 3 months they will give. So if you see here, maximum invalid login attempts. This is what I'm telling. Maximum how much they will give in the office? 3 times they will give. Here 10 times are there. That means your admin account 10 times wrong username password if you enter continuously, it will lock. It will lock. Lockout effective period 15 minutes you have to wait. 30 minutes, 60 minutes, forever. There are some default options they are giving. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, forever. Right? You can set like this. These two options I was telling. And password policies, you can say 90 days expire and enforce password history. 3 passwords are remembered. That means last 3 passwords, same password, 4th time also if you are giving, it will not allow. You have to give new. So like that, how many settings are there? How many settings are there? Based on your requirement, you can give. Minimum password length 8. Minimum password length 8. 8 characters should be there. How the combination also you can set it. Must include alpha and numeric characters. Alpha numeric characters. Special character, alpha, numeric, and special characters. include numbers and uppercase and lowercase letters. How this combination you can give? You can set it as an admin. Users will change the passwords. One number should be there, one special character should be there, one uppercase should be there. Usually that option we will select. One number, one special character, one capital letter. Everyone clear? Password policies, I will give the notes in tomorrow class. Everyone clear? Even login history also I will give tomorrow. See, login history. Let me complete. Login history. How many times as of now you, how many members logged into the system? You can check there. If you want, you can check in your login history. Click on login history. As of now, from location is India. Login type is application. Status is success. Browser is Chrome 99. I'm using. Platform Windows 10. Application browser. The client version, API type, API version, login URL. HTTP method is post method. Everything you can get it. If anything happens, who logged into the system, you are ready to tell as an admin, they will ask you. I want last 1 month, who is logging into the system? That data I want. So just you can CSV file format or zip format you can download and give it to your high level management. Login history. Everyone clear? 20,000 records it will display. 20,000 records history it will, you can download it. Last 6 months data. Now tell me what is your questions. So this one notes I will give tomorrow.